Hey everybody, it is Maggie Liz, and welcome to today's video. So, I'm going to be doing something that a lot of people are probably going to disagree about, but I'm running out of ideas. So, this is basically where I'm going to be talking about a lot of opinionated stuff, and I don't know, like I took screenshots of a huge ass list about things I can talk about and I can rant about if there is anything to rant about. um, so I have a feeling a lot of people are going to disagree with me about a lot of the stuff on this list, but let's get on with it. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to rant about is women or men who are talking to the other gender or even the same gender and claim that they are single, but they really aren't, and I hate those people. Because you are pretty much cheating, and if you personally know me, then you know I really fucking hate cheaters and liars. And if you are doing that, then you are also lying, and I hate liars. So if you're one of those people that is dating someone, and then you meet someone, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm single, just break up with the person if you really want to, like, flirt and have one night stands and shit like that. And don't, because it's just gonna fuck up the other person's state of mind, and they're gonna wonder what the fuck they did wrong, when in reality you just can't keep your legs closed. So, yeah, let's move on to the next thing. Alright, so children who cuss. I'm not gonna lie, like, when my 3-year-old niece says fuck, I can't help but laugh. But to be honest, like, whenever I have a kid, and they're like 5, 6, 7, and they should definitely know not to cuss, I will whoop their ass. Because I feel like especially because, like, a lot of kids I do see that cuss are very disrespectful, and I'm not afraid to whoop my kid's ass if they cuss at me or if they tell me to go fuck myself. Then yeah, I'll definitely, there's a butt spanking in there for them, that's for sure. So yeah, next one. Global warming. If you say that global warming isn't happening or isn't a thing, then you're fucking stupid. Like, there are so much signs of global warming that is occurring at this moment, and I mean, it's a thing. Like, one time my dad was at the store, and I don't know what led to it, but this girl was like, oh yeah, global warming isn't happening, it isn't a thing, it isn't real. And my dad just looked at her, and he was like, are you fucking serious? Like, global warming is happening, it is a thing. And we need to, like, realize that's a thing and try to prevent it from getting worse. But I feel like there are so many people that don't think that global warming is a problem, or is a thing, or is happening. And we need to realize that it is happening, and that we need to do something to make it not progress and get worse. Pollution. Pollution is also really fucking bad. Like, I see trucks have, like, the smoke coming out of the back of their car because of, like, whatever fucking engine they have. That doesn't fucking help. People littering and people throwing sewage and different shit into the ocean isn't helping pollution. That's why I'm against littering. Unless if it is, like, biodegradable or whatever the fuck that word is. I think I said it right. But I feel like littering and smoke and a whole bunch of different shit does not fucking help at all. So that's why I would never get a truck that does do that. I would never litter unless if, like I said, it's a biodegradable. And I would never like throw anything into the ocean because that can hurt the sea life. And it can cause pollution. So yeah, that's my thoughts on pollution. Next one. Cafeteria food. The food at my school was fucking awful. Surprisingly, a lot of hospitals I've been to, their food actually hasn't been that bad. Weirdly enough. Like Columbia Hospital, I ordered food. Like, it was when my sister had her first daughter. I ordered some food up to the room for me to eat because I was spending the entire day there helping her. And I had like a meatball sub, and it was actually very good. And then when she had her second daughter, she went to Lake Regional, and me and my dad went down to the cafeteria. And we didn't really like eat that much, but I mean, like, they had different options. They had like baked goods, they had like chips and like crackers, and it actually wasn't that bad. So, I mean, cafeteria food at hospitals, the ones I've been to, weren't that bad. I know, like, when my nana was in the hospital, though, like, the food that they brought up to her wasn't the best. So, I mean, it just really depends. Cafeteria food at most schools, especially in the US, are fucking awful. I think the only things I liked were the chicken patties and the breakfast pizza. So, potholes. Potholes are the fucking worst. So, in my hometown, there's this, like, kind of like an outlet type shopping place. Like, there's a store that's now closed down. But then there's, like, an insurance place, Subway, another restaurant, and a smoking outlet. Like a smoking vape shop. And the fucking potholes in just that parking lot is like the surface of the moon. It is awful. So potholes are fucking awful. I hate them. They shouldn't exist, but of course they're going to. The more people drive. And it's not like people are going to stop driving, which, I mean, I can't complain about that. But potholes are awful, so, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone can agree with that. Like, nobody's going to say, oh yeah, I love potholes. So I think that's probably going to be one of the only things I can actually talk about on this video that people are probably actually going to, like, everyone's going to agree with. So, that's good. Next one. Being the only person at a party your age. I hate that. I've been to parties, like family parties, and I'm the only person my age. I've been there, done that, and I hate it. Because I feel like you can't connect with anyone. Well, now that I'm older, it's not so bad. But, like, when I was younger, awful. But now that I'm older, like, it's a lot easier to connect with, like, the older, like, adults. But, like, when I was younger, oh, it was awful. Being the only person at parties. So I feel like the older you get, it's not as bad. So as you can tell, I moved rooms. I feel like a lot of my videos, like half of it, ends up with me moving in here. But it's not because I was kicked out of the room I was in, like I usually am, but it's because my phone was dying and I had to charge it. But these next couple things I'm going to be talking about, if you're sensitive to rape, murder, terrorism, don't watch this next part. So, I want to click off. The next one we're talking about is rape. So, as you know, I have a guy friend who is probably going to get charged with statutory rape. Because, I guess, like, he's 22, and I guess he got caught having sex with a 14-year-old. but it just said rape in general. I feel like if you rape someone, you should get your dick cut off and be lit on fire. So, yeah. Because rape is one of the worst things you can probably do to someone besides murder, which is the next thing I'm going to talk about. But if you rape someone, you should get your dick cut off, or if you're a female, your tits cut off, and then lit on fire. So, and if you say women can't rape, yes they can. So, get whatever cut off and then lit on fire. That'd be nice. Murder. I feel like if you murder someone for not a good reason, because there are good reasons, like if it's self-defense and you kill someone, then that's completely fine, because it's either you're gonna die or the other person's gonna die, and of course you're gonna fight back. But if you kill someone for literally no apparent reason, or because they stole your boyfriend or girlfriend, or they did this or this, you should spend the rest of your life in prison. Or you should have the death penalty. And you should be killed the same way that you killed that person. Like, let's say you stabbed them 50 times, then you should get stabbed 50 times. If you burn their house down while they're in it and they die, you should be put in a house, chained to a bed or something, and die that way. So, that's just how I feel. Like, if you kill someone, and it's not for, self-defense or something, you should be killed the same way, or life sentence. Because that means you'll have the rest of your life to think about what you did. So that's just my opinion. So, child molestation. You are one of the worst people on the planet if you are a child molester. I currently, personally, do not know anyone who is a child molester, or ever knew anyone who is now a convicted child molester or anything, so that's good. But if you are a child molester, you need to literally get caught on fire. Just like with a rapist. But in my opinion, I feel like child molestation is worse than rape. Because if you rape a child, or touch a child inappropriately, you take away their innocence. And you just fuck them up mentally. And you are a bad person if you do that. Because you pretty much take away their life if you do that. So, get caught on fire. So, suicide. So I personally have been suicidal. I deal with depression and battle with it. So, I feel like a lot of people say, if you commit suicide, you're a coward. I personally don't believe that. If anything, before you blame the person that ends their own life, blame the people that got them to that point. Because I feel like there's probably something or someone that caused them to end their own life. And you need to blame that person or thing first, because you're not a coward if you commit suicide. You're a coward if you push someone to the point where they think suicide is the only way. Yes, life is a gift. Every day you live it. But sometimes people feel like that's the only way they can escape what they go through. And I don't necessarily say that is correct, but they aren't wrong sometimes. So, I don't really have much to say about it, because, I do deal with that stuff as well. But there is always a better option. Like, talk to someone about it or call the suicide hotline. I mean, there's a lot of options, but sometimes people feel like don't, like, whenever you are in your depression state, you don't think of anyone else. You don't think of everything around you. You just think about ending your own misery. And that's just what depression does. So if someone commits suicide, it's not because they wanted to, it's just because depression itself pushed them to that. So that's just how I'm gonna leave that. Terrorism. I feel like if you're a terrorist, you're kind of fucking stupid. Sorry. Because you were literally killing people, but you're also killing yourself. So, I mean, like, I understand, like, that is some people's religion and different shit like that, but I mean, you are literally killing hundreds of people, including yourself, and that's just not very smart. And one thing I do want to talk about is Muslim, which I feel like a lot of people connect Muslims to terrorism, which not every Muslim is a terrorist. I will say that right then and there. Not every single Muslim is a terrorist. I've met Muslims. Love them. It's just those certain Muslims and even other religions that go into terrorism. And you're idiotic if you kill yourself just to kill a couple people. So, people who do not cover their mouth or nose when they sneeze or cough, I hate those people. Because, like, if you're sick, you not covering your mouth or nose, it's gonna make me sick, and that is the last thing I fucking want. So if you're sick, or even if you're not sick, if you're gonna cough or sneeze, cover your nose, cover your mouth, cover all that shit. Because I don't feel like missing a week of work because I get sick from your ass. So think of others and cover that shit up. Okay, so that is where I'm going to end today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up, smash that like button. Also, comment for suggestions on upcoming videos, because I would love to take your suggestions. All my social media will be down in the description. My Twitter, Instagram, Musical.ly, and Snapchat will all be down there. Subscribe if you already haven't, and I'll see all of you guys in the next video. As always, bye guys.